Hello, I'm Vince Fulks, Elite Series Pro and Zipper Worm Pro Staffer. Today's rig, we're going to try to talk you through it a little bit rather than tie all the knots, because some of you might have more important things to do. Once again, this is for any of us, the beginners, and you guys that are seasoned bass fishermen will like this rig right here. Some people call it the double fluke rig, call it the double zipper minnow rig right here. All I'm doing, because you get those times where you want to throw a soft jerk bait. Well, they're so light and hard to cast with your bait casting rigs. Well, and then you finally get a rig up, or you put it on a spinning reel and you get a fish to eat one, and how many times you've been reeling it in and see 2 or 3 more fish following it? Because that is something that happens to us 90% of the time when we're throwing these at schooling fish. So a double rig, a lot of people start using a 3-way swivel. When you do that, you have dead weight against one of your leader lines. So what I've done here is find a big swivel. You need 2 swivels, one large one and one smaller. Okay, the large one, I did this because it helps keep the line twist. You'll have 2 leaders, 1 leader tied to each swivel, as you can see, and the swivel that's free going up and down your line, that leader is just a few inches shorter than the other one. Okay, here you can see it. What that allows me to do is when in fact I do hook a fish on this back one, well, I'm pulling against the rod tip, so the rod tip's forgiving and won't allow that fish to put too much pressure on me to break off. But the trouble with the 3-way was, when you did get a fish on this top one, is it was pulling against just the swivel, and the 2 fish could run away from each other and create pressure and break your line. With this, sliding up and down keeps your line from twisting, and when you do have 2 fish on, it's pulling against that pressure, so you're never having just dead pressure, dead weight. It's always on your rod tip. If you got 1 fish or 2 fish, both fish are on your rod tip, and even if they run away from each other, there's still that pressure on them constantly. So as you can see, there's a lot of knots involved in this one. 2, 3, 4, 5 knots, but you'll not be disappointed when trying this. I'd like to stand up here and make a couple casts and let you guys look at this in the water. Alright, here we go. Now I'm up. I'm going to show you the double zipper minnow rig in the water. Let you take a look at how these baits look, how natural this presentation is in the water. I'm going to flip it out here, throw this grass, just twitch it back through there. You can see both baits working. They'll work in unison. See how the bait, it'll be hard to see how the little minnows following in, or they'll go in different directions. Like we mentioned before, the more erratic you do it, the better they get. They don't get tangled up because that one is free up and down your line. So like I said before, you never have any dead weight against any swivel. No tangles, more bites equal more fish in your boat. Thanks again. Once again, I'm Vince Fulks with Zipper Worms. Let your zipper fly.